Well, let me show you a little bit of what I got going here with the garden. I'm not so lazy that I can't walk, but this we got a pretty good wind blowing, and the windshield offers me some protection from it, and that I think you can hear me better. So excuse the shadow, but this is one of my areas with the wood chips, back to Eden type garden. This is 1 week old purple hull peas. Over there I've got tomatoes. First row is tomatoes, peppers over there. Not you know, real big, but I kind of wide rowed these. The row's about a foot wide. These two peas, purple hulls. I wanted to wide row them, and you know, it's kind of strange to have to do it in wood chips and such, but I think that they've come up real good. They've come up real good, and I don't know, I think they're gonna make a pretty good stand of peas. We'll find out. And then these are zipper cream peas. My wife says I have gotten the wrong cream peas the last 2 years in a row. She said they're the big ones, and so I looked when I went down there and looked to see the ones I got last year were the top pick, which is what these are. These are top pick purple hull, which means they as it grows, the pea makes on the very top of the plant. You don't have to reach under them too bad. That's why they call it top pick. It's a pea developed for a harvester, I'm sure, to come through. Easy harvesting, mechanized harvesting. But anyway, this is not top pick, but they are zipper cream, and it was just a lot bigger pea. The top pick cream peas were just, I mean, dinky, real, about the half size of a purple hull, and these were probably bigger than a purple hull. So these are cream peas, and zipper cream, and they have come up. I planted these a week ago, all these peas a week ago, last Sunday, and they came up Friday, and in fact they probably came up Thursday. We kind of left town for a few for one night, and came back and they were up, so probably came up Thursday, I don't know. But anyway, looking good so far. We'll see how it goes, and let me go over here and show you some other stuff. Okay, so these aren't quite as impressive as the peas, but you can see them. That's watermelon, Jubilee watermelon, and I mixed in a few, maybe on that row, probably an 80-foot row, probably mixed in 5 or 6 pumpkin. I got 2 different varieties of pumpkin, a sugar, something sugar, I don't know, small pumpkin, and then I think it's a Connecticut, I think it's a heirloom. There's another row. They've come up. In fact, they came up a week or so ago, and they really, you know, they hadn't just done a great thing, but we did have a kind of a cold spell hit. Cold for what it has been, and but they're, you know, some of them look pretty good. That's actually, that's going to be a cantaloupe. This row's cantaloupe with some pumpkins mixed in. Got 3 rows of cantaloupe, and then again, probably about 5 or 6 times through there, through that row, I put a pumpkin. And so let's go show you something else. These grapes are doing real well. That one is not, but the rest of them on this row are. I'll show you fruit in another video. This is veggies. These are not spaghetti squash. These are burpless cucumbers. And for the first time in a couple of years, I went ahead and made me some more grow arches, what I call grow arches. I did these several years ago, and the last couple of years I haven't done them. And Tommy and Patty Alderman at Alderman Farms kind of inspired me to go back and do some, so I did. I put 4 of them up. I just used, and I'll just show you what I do on something that is probably not permanent, is a 2-foot piece of T-post. I've got about 1 foot in the ground, 1 foot above ground, and they stand up in there pretty good. I don't think it's going to be too. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Now up here, I'll show you something else that might be a problem that I'm going to fix. But anyway, that is burpless cukes. That is butternut squash. It's a hybrid of some sort. Those came up in about I don't know, about less than a week, and they're doing real well. And this I just planted. These are going to be spaghetti squash. I thought I had some seed, and I didn't, so I had to order some. Spaghetti squash kind of hard to find. So anyway, I just planted these just a few days ago. They hadn't come up yet. Spaghetti squash there. And then this is what I'm going to change. With this grow arch, again, I've got just a small piece of tube of T-post down at the bottom. But since this has grapes on it, and that is a black Spanish grape. No, excuse me. That is a Tempranillo grape. Tempranillo. And then on both sides, Tempranillo grape. And I'm going to do like Tommy and Patty did. I'm going to put a full T-post. I'm going to come back in here probably in the next week or two and put a full T-post here, because this is probably going to be permanent. Again, I've got grapes on this side of them in a traditional grape trellis. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to grow arch on something permanent like grapes. So we'll see how this goes. And so that's what that is. I will come back in here and I'll put a full tube before there, because the grape's probably going to need more support than that, and it's going to be permanent. It's not going to be, you know, and it's not going to be something that I pull down every year like I might do the other grow arches. That one will probably stay while the other three might come down. Might not. I don't know. If I decide to make them permanent, I'll do full T-posts on those too. These are Pinto Beans, and this is an improved Pinto. It's a hybrid, but they really, oh gosh, they're good. You know, I went for 100 years without even knowing what a fresh pinto bean tasted like. All my pintos, and I am a pinto freak, all my pintos always came out of a bag, dried, and first time we grew some, I mean, there's no comparison. They're really good. So these are improved pintos, and that's pretty much the garden this year. I'm not planting in the tubs, the raised bed garden, like I typically do. There's one of my hose stands, and it would be typical of me. Instead of putting the hose on the stand, I've got it laying all over the ground. That's about right. But this is the one that's not the real fancy smancy hose stand. That's the one I had that I don't think will take a big hose like the other ones have, because it's very flimsy. Anyway, that's the grow arches, that's the pintos, that's the whole garden as it looks on today. Getting close to April 15th. Next day or two, I'll show you the apple trees, pear trees, fig trees, persimmons, grapes, muscadines, blackberries. May do blackberries in a separate video. But this is the garden as it looks today. All right, I've talked too dang long, as usual. I guess we gone.